Welcome back to the AutoFame Podcast, where we explore the incredible history, culture, and evolution of the automobile. I'm Kevin Brady, founder of AutoFame.com, your go-to platform for preserving car legacies, finding events, and connecting with fellow enthusiasts. In our last episode, we talked about the brass era, where Henry Ford's Model T revolutionized the automotive industry with mass production, affordability, and reliability. But with innovation comes competition, and as the 1920s roared in, so did a new era of rival automakers, performance breakthroughs, and a growing obsession with speed, style, and luxury. Today we're diving into the Roaring Twenties, a time of rapid change, cutthroat competition, and the birth of the modern auto industry. By the early 1920s, Henry Ford was still riding high. The Model T had put millions of Americans on the road, but there was a problem. It wasn't changing. Ford believed in keeping things simple, but the competition saw opportunity. The Model T was still reliable, but it was becoming outdated compared to newer, sleeker, and more powerful cars. By 1927, after selling over 15 million units, the Model T was discontinued, making way for Ford's next great car, the Model A. But before that happened, Ford had to deal with two rising powerhouses, General Motors and Chrysler. Unlike Henry Ford, who stuck to a one-car-fits-all model, General Motors, GM, led by Alfred P. Sloan, had a different approach. GM introduced the annual model update, a marketing strategy that made people want the latest and greatest car every year. They created a tiered brand structure from Chevrolet, affordable, to Cadillac, luxury, ensuring they had a car for every budget and status level. GM's cars were also more stylish, more comfortable, and offered new technology like electric starters, improved suspensions, and better brakes. And this was a game changer. Car buyers now had options, and they wanted more than just utility. They wanted style. A third major player enters the scene. In 1925, Walter P. Chrysler founded the Chrysler Corporation, introducing a new competitor to Ford and GM. Chrysler brought a focus on engineering and performance that quickly made the company a major force in the industry. Chrysler introduced high-compression engines, giving cars more power and efficiency than many competitors. They were early adopters of four-wheel hydraulic brakes, greatly improving safety. The Chrysler 70, launched in 1925, was faster and more refined than many rivals, establishing Chrysler as an innovator in the industry. And with Chrysler's entrance, the big three, Ford, GM, and Chrysler, began to shape the modern American automotive landscape. The 1920s weren't just about mass market cars. This was also the era when luxury and performance became selling points. Cadillac introduced the V8 engine, making their cars some of the most powerful on the road. Duesenberg, an American luxury automaker, built some of the most elegant and technologically advanced cars of the time, coining the phrase, "It's a doozy," to describe something extraordinary. Packard and Lincoln became status symbols for the rich, emphasizing craftsmanship and exclusivity. At the same time, racing culture was beginning to take off. People weren't just driving cars, they were pushing them to the limit. Racing, bootlegging, and the seeds of NASCAR. One of the unexpected byproducts of the Roaring Twenties was the connection between racing and illegal activities. Prohibition, 1920 to 1933, led to the rise of bootleggers who needed fast, agile cars to outrun the police while transporting illegal liquor. These modified, high-performance cars laid the foundation for stock car racing, which would eventually lead to NASCAR in the 1940s. Meanwhile, official races like the Indianapolis 500 were becoming mainstream, proving that speed was just as exciting as reliability. The automobile was no longer just about transportation, it was about thrill, identity, and power. The Roaring Twenties brought prosperity and innovation, but everything came crashing down in 1929 when the Great Depression began. Many luxury automakers like Duesenberg, Auburn, and Pierce Arrow struggled or disappeared. Ford, GM, and Chrysler survived, but the industry faced huge challenges as car sales plummeted. Despite the hardship, the groundwork had been laid for the next generation of cars and automakers, setting the stage for the 1930s and beyond. What's next? In our next episode, we'll explore the Great Depression's impact on the automotive industry, the rise of streamlined design, and how automakers survived one of the toughest economic crises in history. Get involved with AutoFame. Want to celebrate your own car's history? Join AutoFame.com today to add your car and preserve its legacy. Find car events near you and connect with fellow enthusiasts. Engage with the community and be part of the story of the automobile. The history of cars is still being written, and you're a part of it. Visit AutoFame.com today. Until next time, keep driving forward because history is always in motion. See you on the road.